Hello everybody, welcome back to Trails in the Sky the Third. Last we left off, we had completed the silver side of the road first, and I believe we're in the beginning portions of the golden side of the road, so hopefully we'll be able to get through it today and see what we see at the other end. Hello there Argoth, and hello to anybody watching the VOD, anybody lurking in chat. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I will get right into it. Alright, where am I? Yep, basically in the beginning portions. We got the chest over there on the right already. Just gotta keep on zooming on. Started stream a tad bit late than I would have preferred to do so, but for whatever reason my bidet exploded. That's one heck of a thing to hear about, but yeah, that's what happened. So what is this battle position? I should adjust that after this battle. But yeah, I was trying to repair it, and I've almost got it done. Just need a little adjustment to it. Earth, don't really have anybody with that. You are weak to nothing in particular. You do have a lot less health, so maybe I just want to get rid of you first. Let me check audio, should be fine. Joshua. Building up your crop points is probably super important. That's kind of the only thing you can do. Alright. Gotta work on you. You do have a lot more resistance, but... Oh wait, no, we do have Earth with you. Having said, you don't have a whole lot of arts, but better than nothing. ATS, I should say. Do you have Earth? Oh, we do. Never mind. Uh-oh. Why does it land on an insta-kill turn? Never mind. Doesn't matter anyways.
All right, what's
you
next?
Fool! I'm so happy that in Trails, whenever you level up, you get all your EP back. I sometimes wish that SMT was that generous. Do I get the XP if I do this? I'm not gonna even risk it. Because technically he would die from the attack's damage. It's also still a little bit loud even for me. Turn that down. Trails is just a really loud game. Yeah. No! Fuck! What the fuck?
No.
God damn it. Now that's just bullshit. Oh my god. Fuck you. All of you. Go die.
My soul and sword are as one.
It's a really cool ass crap though. At least we got to see it, but wish it wasn't in these circumstances. Oh, of course you also blow up. You give everybody strength and speed up. But they all die. It's fine. Yo, what's up, Insaniac? We're not gonna be able to kill him before he casts whatever he's going to. Do I have any cures? No, I don't. Oh well. I think we just do our best here. yeah. You pick up. Do we have anything here? We do. Tell us. Get up. You left me unsupervised with access to the dungeon and Fusum system and P4 gold again? Oh god. Dare I even ask what happened? Also, hello, Hamza. All aboard the train to Gehenna. Your conductor, Father Kevin, is leading the way. We should be arriving at any moment. Ooh, you might want to just move out the way there, Vander. This one might hurt. Hello, Isaac. God, this one encounter, man. Get out of here. Whew.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
Okay. 6,000, 12,000. 12,000's enough. For you, vendor, 6,000. Okay. Honestly, for yourself as well. How's the game going? It was going good up until the last fight. God, I was like, was so close to getting the preemptive strike, and then they just had to turn around, and then everybody died, and oh wow, where's you now? Oh, perfect. Sting edges. Strength 500. Twin swords designed to be easy to throw for killing blows. I don't know about throwing away your main weapon, but it does damage. Sure, I'll take it. "24 out of 36. No, we aren't. That place is mine, and I can do whatever I want with it. And what I want to do is wash my hands of the thing for good." He swallowed another healthy chunk of lamb. Then clack went his knife. Clack? Is that a good sound for a knife to make? Yo, it's a battle clocker. It is indeed the Golden Road. Amar Spiritus? Sure. You're level 99 now? Oh god. Honestly, fair enough though, Argoth. Well, you know, you did fight the final boss after all, and there's definitely nothing coming after that that's much more difficult. But, being prepared is always nice. I can hardly wait for you to play Arkham City, because that's my favorite. I'm looking forward to the more open world, like Batman games later on, too. Having a ton of fun with Arkham Asylum for now, though. 21 of 36. And I say we keep it, she said. Her stiff tone implying that any other plans he dared to present would be, to put it delicately, stupid. Think of all the history you're abandoning. 50 years! 50 years of history! This is why we need to stop killing games. It took you 50 years to develop a game, and imagine it just goes kaput. Be gone with. Although 50 years to develop one game sounds insane. I hope we never reach a point in time where that actually becomes a thing. It might actually be a thing with EVE Online, though. We'll have to see. If that ever gets released. Did you know Hal from Gambler Jack's name was originally translated accurately as Haru, but it turns out the official Japanese spelling wasn't that, but Howie. This was revealed in Gambler Jack's sequel. I have never... Isn't Gambler Jack like a manga series? Pretty sure. Could be wrong though, I might be thinking of something completely different. Interesting. Don't know what that noise was. I think a gecko just fell off the roof or something. Found Stinger M. Please do not take without permission, thank you. I will take that. regardless. 500 range 5. That's 400 range 6, dex 5. More damage though. Oh, it's a book in universe. Gotcha. Thank you, Katie. Gecko was shook by you thinking Gambler Jack was a manga. Probably. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of something else then. Like, I have a picture in my mind, but I can't really describe it. Pretty sure it's also called Jack something. What do you want to get rid of first? Probably the Hammer Dwarf. The Hammer Dwarf is annoying. Get out of here, you. Nobody likes you. You do look kind of cute, but not when you're hammering me. Don't take that out of context. Okay, the worst thing the fairy's gonna do is he's gonna put us to sleep. So I'm okay with leaving it up for one turn while it's casting that. I'm just gonna go to you. Ow. It's fine. Do even less than what I was expecting. You failed, bee fairy.
Not done yet.
I love how it's called the Zero Crimes doc, because it's insinuating that I've done nothing when it comes to crimes. So what is this Ares pot? A mysterious pot that floats in the air. Keep its distance and use a stat down laser. Ah, that'd be mildly annoying. Die. 1,000 damage. Can I do 1,000 damage? I don't think so. But it does go first, so I want to make sure that it stays down. Joshua can do 1,002 with that. I will make this chicken disappear. Okay, I want to take out this fairy. Well, actually, even if I do take out that fairy, the next fairy is still going to get the turn, so it's like whatever. Eh. Kill them all, I say. All of them. Eventually. In due time. Yeah! Tsukahina with you. Ah! Freaking faint? At least it's not death blow. Nice. 200. Be gone with you.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Getting a ton of Sepith. Yeah, I guess I don't really have to fight every single fight, but it just means I have to grind less. Grind more to grind less. Big brain. And someday I'll remember to fix the battle positions of everybody. Don't worry, guys. I'll try and use Vander's instant death kill on the Jin instead. Okay, we're starting to do some pretty decent damage with Josette. She did.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
She's catching up in levels as well, so makes sense. And battle positions. What kind of battle position is this? Who knows? It's a new tactic. That should be fine. Do we have any AoE things that we need to apply during the start of a battle? We don't have Julia with us, so I don't think so. Yeah, that should be fine. Hammer Dwarf. Ooh. Die. Not quite enough. However, pretty sure Jose can finish this. 1,200. Very nice. 1,500 might be a little too much for a boy here, though. It still sets up Jose to finish that, though. So we'll move on to guy right here. These two should, yep. And bam.
Told you I could handle this.
Man, all these trash mobs. I kinda wish there was an auto battle system. Something similar to like the rush mode in SMT or Persona. That way I can get through these trash mobs much faster. Okay, this one. This one I might need to use my brain just a little bit. I could use some AoE spells. Just don't use wind. It's kind of unfortunate because wind is the most common AoE spell. As for these guys, we only really have our Crass, which I don't want to use in this scenario. It's fine. We can get a hit by a few of them. Get rid of the slime blob, though. Alright. There is indeed turbo, but it doesn't automatically select for us to do attacks. It's close enough, so I don't mind it. But yeah, not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. We can finish the one here on the side off. And what do you have? I suppose Stowed Impact would work. Looks like the most I can get is here. Depends on where the slime lump is about to move, though. I'll risk it. Nope. Well, shucks. At least I get 3 of them. Be gone! Alright. A little too far. Bleed! No, Joshua! Oh, thank goodness. She doesn't have the greatest art defense out there.
Alright, what's next?
Alright! Just fine though. I'll just heal you up. Okay, there isn't a chest. I see. Bring to me the man who talks with his fists. Only then shall the door open. The man who talks with his fists? Who is that? Are we talking about Zin? Or are we talking about... No, we can't possibly be talking about Ouroboros, dude, can we? No, it has to be Zin. Make no sense otherwise. I think the Grimoires like to run away, so I'll go and get them first. Zin, I presume? Yeah. One would think so.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
But what about a vibranium shield? Looking into the void inside the empty chest, you start questioning the nature of life itself. That reminds me of when I was streaming the Path of Pain in Hollow Knight. It did feel like I was staring into the void. Congratulations, it's a girl! You know, as far as gender reveal parties go, this one's not too bad. Kumo no Tachi. The big-ass sword. Do we have somebody in our party who uses that? Could you spare a tear bomb or two for these rusty hinges? Oh my god, no. We have Vander who uses that, that's right. I immediately thought of, Agate. And Agate is not here. Strength 650, dex minus 10. Longsword with a long, narrow blade. Yeah, the extra damage probably offsets the dex. To be fair, Walter doesn't talk with his fist. He just destroys with them. True. There is no talking to be done when all the things that his fists come into contact with turn to dust. And hello there, Steve. Welcome. Just in case. Have I run into an ambushed chest yet in this game? I feel like every single time it's going to be one, it's not. Anyways, what does this do? ATS plus 100, movement minus 1, and prevents blind. Very good for a caster. That being said, I may want to put this on Josette, so we can have her as sort of a backup caster. That put our ATS at 826. Unfortunately, Joshua is still a better caster. Despite that. No, Josette, no. Oh, God. Why? Joshua has better strength and magic. This isn't fair. Life's not fair. Better speed. Better dex, better agility, better movement. Less range for sure, but does that even matter? What am I gonna do with you, Josette? Put you on the bench again? Probably. Hi, yeah, you can take that. Do we have anything I can help prop her up with? No. I could swap the Crimson Eye onto Josette, but like, that would just neuter Kevin. And I don't want to do that. You open the lid. A piercing scream fills the air. You quickly shut the lid and walk away. Was there somebody taking a shower in there? Possibly. One more floor? Yep. We got a floor like this, and then finally into the demon. Get out of here. Be gone with you, hammer dwarf. Alright. We should be able to just one-shot that. Everybody else work on the chicken, and Josette finish the job.
Pansies!
Pansies! Josette could almost be Harley Quinn. Almost. The tone of voice is almost there. Just not quite. I'll have everybody focus on the Jin. And then we'll have Josette clean up the back line here. Oh well.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
Can your sword cut your own sword? Now that is the question. Get jumped. Imagine being alone.
That was the sword of Vander.
Lid creaks. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck? Probably true. I can't deny. The chest has a point. Is that true, Argoth? As somebody who is probably the only one to have experienced 10,000 years. And your sword cut depression. You know how much Vander would make if his sword could cut depression? Bro would be ballin'. He'd have his own kingdom, honestly. Okay, why are you giving me skull pendants? Death blow. I'll put that on Kevin. Anybody else want to be resistant? Yeah, there you go. Blind and seal. We haven't had anybody try to blind us yet. Alright. Just in case you run into the boss again that has a ton of death blow on it, with the frigging chariots. It's a shining palm! Wait, that's a lie. Like the promise of more treasure. Most effective therapist in the history of the profession right there. True. Uh-oh. Oh. Nice. Only if you sleep in an odd position. You only make that mistake for one 10,000 year period. Well, at least it doesn't happen very often. What? What's this doing here? Something wrong? Oh, nah. I was just impressed at how nice this bowgun is. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. Huh. Ooh. A well-used jet black bow, clearly well maintained. Strength 500, range 6, ATS 25, dex plus 15. Now my strength and ATS are on par with each other. They're not as good as the other, like, strength-focused ones. Josette only has, like, 5 strength less than Kevin, though. Surprising. But yes, if that was a reference, you guys know how I am with references, and how little I know about the world in general, apparently. 29 out of 36. The son scoffed upon hearing Jubilee's name. His wife always had a habit of biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole, and there was no finer ace against him than their daughter's opinion. Biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole? I won't comment on that. Come here, little creature. Whatever you are. Me and my homies don't like the dwarves. Be gone! At least in this game. They're cool in other games. Just not this one. Ooh, nice. Did not expect that you'd be able to one-shot him, but hey, fair enough.
Pansies.
That'll go in the book. There's plenty of things I've already done that'll probably go into the book. What's one more? And hello there, Wasabi. Gaia Greaves. Bet you 50 Mira that item is still in your inventory during the final battle. How did they know? That being said, there were times where I did just sell my equipment. Because I didn't really have any other options. More defense, more agility, more movement. I'll give that to Joshua, actually. He surprisingly has less agility than Mueller now. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of the chicken. With power of gun.
Not done yet.
We're still not done. Not quite. Almost there, though. If this empty chest were filled to the brim with food, it still wouldn't be enough to satisfy Ria's. You have a point there. Didn't she buy out an entire bread shop? An entire bakery? Before we came here? I believe that is something that she did do. Alright. You guys focus on that one. I will hit him with that impact. I will not hit him with that impact, just a regular stone. This one should kill the guy right here up front. The one in the back should still survive. Will this be enough to kill? Yeah. Not as impressive, but it gets the job done.
Pansies.
Pansies. Mueller actually does a lot of damage. Because, like, right now he's still currently under-leveled, but also doing the most. I wonder if they ever change that sound effect in the future games. More defense? I mean, it's a straight upgrade for Josette, so maybe I want that. Let me check. I have two in my inventory, but maybe I have them equipped on other people already? Yeah. I will grab the titanium suit. Plus... May want to give myself some reviving bombs here. I would use up all my money, but I can just sell some Sepith if I really need to. I don't think I will, though. Maybe I should grab more reviving bombs. I do have the spell to pick people up. The main issue there is that it requires some time to actually cast. And I don't necessarily always have the time to do so. Alright. I kind of like the fact, though, that we now have a use for actually selling Sepith. Because in previous games, it was just straight useless. Like, there was no reason to ever do that. But here, money is tight. I suppose that's a natural evolution of the game's scope sort of narrowing down. So now we are in a much more controlled environment. Makes it easier to adjust all the different parameters. Alright. Money's gonna be even tighter next game? Are you kidding me? Isn't next game gonna be with a new cast of characters? Potentially in a different country. I don't know, we'll have to see. But maybe the economy over there isn't great. Time to face my greatest fear. Taxes. Is it gonna be a copycat Ria's? Drink some water, my dudes. It's been 36 minutes since I started streaming. Over there! Could that be the exit, perhaps? Sure looks that way. I hope everything's going well for Rios' group, too. Nunny? Ah, there go my hopes of just walking. Looks like they're not gonna let us reach it without a fight. Nunny? Rias? By the power of our god and anime! Oh shit, those aren't chariots. What do they do? They're red and blue, and they're mirrors. Don't tell me they reflect magic. Damn it! Is she being mind controlled or something? You started me off with a crit turn? How was I supposed to take that? A foe that looks like Rias, and attacks like Rias, and yet something doesn't feel right. Apparently Rias is immune to Ascension. I believe that's Mirage. The Spark Mirror. 6666 health. Wowzers. A mirror from Gehenna shows sinners punishment and reflects arts. There you go. The Haunted Mirror, also 666 health. A mirror from Gehenna shows sins the deceased committed in life. Repels physical damage. Alright. So use physical on the red, use magic on the blue. My greatest fear is raisin oatmeal cookies pretending to be chocolate chip cookies. Now that is an absolute sham. And I feel very sorry for anybody who has to go through something like that. So anyways, we do have our party pretty much split as well as we possibly could to deal with this kind of thing. Considering they only have 6,000 HP, I may want to go for the mirrors first. Now that I think about it though, would using my S-crafts also get reflected on the haunted mirrors that reflect physical? I guess we're just gonna have to find out. For Vander and for Joshua, I'm gonna have to save until they get 200 CP. We're close enough anyway, so I might as well. Josette, I honestly might just pop immediately here, after she does an action. Anything else that I may want to consider? We'll save Kevin's for emergency purposes. Alright. Oh wait, there is an incoming crit turn. I will save for that. Instead. It's not the greatest thing ever, but I'll put a clock up on Vander. Ooh, it's on the crit turn too. Gosh darn it. I didn't even notice that. Well, that might not go off anyways. It's fine. Nice. Okay, and as for you, we should blast the mirrors with water. I would want to use Stone Impact to get the both of them, but they're absolutely going to move here in a second. So instead, I'll just do Blue Ascension. Whoa! Jesus! Ouch! Okay, yeah, no. I'm gonna stop the casting. Ah! This might kill Josette. I suppose we'll find out. If it does, we can always just revive her. It's not physical if it's gun. Oh, shit. Okay. That is how that works. Gotcha. Oh, man. Well, it did good damage to everybody else, though. Let's get you back up and running. Tell us? Rias doesn't get to go yet, so she shouldn't be able to cancel this. I'm not gonna go far enough to be able to get rid of the physical shields. Mirrors, I should say. I could use a craft. But... And they would also launch me. Do I have to use the craft? I don't have to. Ah, come on. Why are the requirements so strict? I can't even hit the both of them. They're sitting next to each other. Fine, I'll just move forward. Whatevs, dude. Bender, kill this one. Thank you. Bam! And also pop this, so that she gets to survive.
May its holiest of lights act as our shield.
I'd be surprised if Rias's next phase doesn't summon more mirrors. No, don't do that. Yarg. At least I know that she won't be able to spam that. And before chat starts complaining, you should go for the healer first. Mind you, this healer is going to go into a second phase that's even tougher. And these mirrors will still be alive, so I don't think that's the play. Personally. Alright, I think you should just use an item to heal yourself. 5,000? Yeah, sure. Next game is voice acted during cutscenes? Oh, that's gonna save me so much. I love voice acting the characters, but goddamn. Alright, we're almost there. That being said, I can't really use my S-Crafts. Not like that, anyways. Until we get rid of the physical reflecting mirrors. Not again! That's all of your EP. Or, no, that's crap points, yeah. Alright, for now, let's Earthlines. start working on these mirrors. Yeah, perfect. This will hit all of them. I'm sure. I'm just gonna move you first because I don't know where you're gonna end up if I just tell you to attack. I don't want to figure out what that's going to do if it ever lands. Haha, get guarded, bitch. Now die. Ooh, okay, that one's almost dead. Right. Pull S-Craft. Oh, I mean, as long as you're standing there, I can just AoE all of 3 of you down. Eventually, you will submit. Eventually! Right. An Earth Lance should do some good damage here. Arc Fencer. Oh, that's your S-Craft. No, that's not S-Craft. That's your Impede. Yeah, let's move out of the way. Haha. Rios does get to go first. And on a crit turn as well. Not great. Don't really have enough for a crat. We do still need to cast. That being said, she can only impede one person at a time. She either impedes or she chooses to heal someone, so... if the both of us are casting, we'll be okay. And if she's trying to heal up these two, then we'll just kill the physical mirror instead. Try it, bitch. That does hurt a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie. If I don't cast here... well, I do get to move again. No, the cast goes off before I get blasted. Whatever it is, I probably will survive it. Probably. It's kind of a shame, but I think I'm going to steal the crit turn with Vander's S-Craft. I only need 2 more craft points for it, but... I can't use Joshua's because that's a field-wide S-Craft, and he's just going to die from it. Yeah. Cast this. Steal this turn. Take out you. My soul and sword are as one! Get spaghettified, bro. Ah! That's a dead mirror. Alright, who are you gonna impede? Good choice. That means that Josette survives the turn, and now the 2 of us can go in to help. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to move here. I'll move you all the way over here because next turn I want to... well, actually... no, I'll just have Kevin heal up Josette with an item, probably. So on this turn, let's focus on Riaz. Yeah. Smack her. What if Oblivion doesn't want them? That's a good question. Would Oblivion want a magical mirror that reflects magic? I don't know, I think it sounds pretty cool. You'd have to ask him first, though. Yeah. I don't think I can get over to her, unfortunately. Damn it. I cannot heal you in time. All I can really do is make myself into a nuisance, I suppose, by casting something that would kill all of these mirrors. And that should probably draw their ire towards this way. Alright, nice. You're charging. You're also charging, perfect. Now, heal yourself, girly. Ain't nobody gonna heal you.
Come on, let's do it!
And I'm safe to do this because Rias only goes after Kevin, so the cast will definitely get to go off. Everybody else, move out the way. Yeah, just move. I want you to go over here and then attack her, but that's not how this game works. Boom! All three of them at the same time. Oh no! It's a doppelganger! Who could have foreseen this? An imitation of Bria's fights with a Templar sword and can heal with thaumaturgy. Insane. I do have S-Craft. I want crit turn though. I might as well use it on Sepith turn, I suppose. Hiya! Don't mind me. Just casually missing. Alright.
I will run no more.
I don't know when the next crit turn is gonna come by, if it ever will. But now that it's just Ria's, this fight is basically over. Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but it's basically over. Yeah, what you gonna do? You're not gonna heal yourself, right? That'd be illegal. I'm assuming she resisted the poison. This should go to the next phase, yeah. Ow! Ah! I'm a tiny little Grimoire thing. Get smacked. Shnee. Hey, Joe's out with the kill steal.
Pansies.
Pansies. Level up for everybody. 126 times, Sepith. I'm rich. Oh, we got a hit 4 as well. Oh. Who are these gonna be? One's gonna be Zin, right? Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Rias was just a fiend in disguise, though. I couldn't believe it either. I thought she was being mind-controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly, too. I think it's safe to say that whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, well, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Alright. Easy peasy. Definitely feel like the fight on the Silver Road was much, much more difficult. The mirrors, in concept, were hard to deal with, but not really. I suppose if you built your team incorrectly, though, yeah, you'd probably have an issue, but then at that point, you have more issues. than just the mirrors. You just don't know how to balance out your team. Looks like they're okay. Yep, you're the real deal, alright. Thank God, yes. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires? Is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's the type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although, maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There, they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally, they're said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it! And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it? I don't know. But it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. That's quite a fitting metaphor. That sounds like... You again? Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lord of yours send you to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I have been assigned, albeit not the only one. I am impressed by how quickly you progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. Nani? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and that joke of a boss you got take to get your certifications in how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit, too. Bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift. Kevin?
You think you can get away?
Fear not. We will encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Schwarzritter you mentioned. He's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later too.
Thank goodness it's right there, huh?
I wonder who's going to be inside these. Hey, Chapter 3, Golden Road, Silver Road, done. Let me drink some water. All right. What kind of voice is this? Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above, and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. Ooh. Oh, it's Ein. I see. She kinda hot. Hopefully someday we get to meet her. Well, if it isn't Kevin. I see you've managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation for the sacrament shouting, "Make me a knight, please!" I'd appreciate it if you chucked that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. And not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons. Let's leave it at that. Very well. It doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations! You're now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. You might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet, doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like like you... What exactly? Are you into MILFs? No! How did she know? Rufina? I thought you were Remy Feria on a mission. Hee hee. Hee hee. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible, so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult, like me. Oh, wow. Thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I got a whole lot of work ahead of me, if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Riaz know about all of this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. I wonder why. Hopefully this'll cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point, if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ayn. You've given up so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh, right. I've got to get going. I had to pick up my new room key and medal from the General Affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That was completely up to him, and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that... I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential. He's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but... I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. A stigma? Pretty sure we heard of this term before. It has something to do with the church stuff. I'm gonna assume it's kind of like a crest from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yet one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from Squire to Knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. Weissman did put a stigma on Joshua back then. Ah, that's probably where I recall it from. That was the whole thing that gave Joshua all his power and kind of erased his memories too at the same time, I think. Or kept him as like a sleeper agent. Well, regardless, we'll probably figure it all out by the end of this game. Stigma balls. Of course somebody had to do the joke. Especially if Kiwi wasn't here. It's just up to you guys now.
It was just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day.
The Dark Stigma. Chapter 4. It's more like command seals from Fate. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, especially if it's related to the whole Joshua thing, then yeah. Who's it gonna be? Are we finally getting Estelle? It would be an odd pairing, though, if it's Estelle and Zin. Oh my. That looks like... Oh! Okay. Yeah, fair enough. It is Zin, but was not thinking it was gonna be Olivier. Ugh. Zin? Prince Olvert? Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Shira in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion? Not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Shira count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Liberal. Truer words have never been spoken. But alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterward. Honestly, you two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but that is the situation we find ourselves in at this present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette. Then there's Julia and even a new face, Riaz. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Only you. Joshua?
You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right?
hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mystery behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about that ghost you've encountered in here. Ask away.
If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Gransel Castle, yes? Indeed, it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, Father?
I don't think so, anyway. When Riaz and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. But I think that was probably her, too.
As do I. So at first, she existed here only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body too? I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said last time we saw him.
Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit, and Master of the Hollow Garden, too. Plus, the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way.
That's true.
Makes sense to me.
It also explains why this place is kinda comfy compared to the other weird fiend-infested places in Phantasma.
Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her powers stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. Zero's already said this, but it has to be the sister? I can't imagine it being anybody else, right? Especially considering the fact that we get to see the sister in this game in flashback cutscenes, and we also introduce Riaz, another character who is related to Father Kevin and also Ravina. So, I think narratively speaking, that should be how the story goes, but you never know. The only other thing I could possibly think of is it being like the goddess Eidos herself, but I don't think she's ever going to personally show up in the story. Trails in the Sky, probably not that kind of JRPG. We do fight God, just not the good kind of God. If we assume all of that to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for that same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. You think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume. That way we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we're in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against the wall at some point.
You may well be right.
Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Huh? What else is there to cover? It concerns that Lord Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Rias's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Grouse Ritter as a whole rather than just me. Look, we as the player, you guys as the viewers, and Rias as the companion know that Kevin is bullshitting. Kevin knows something. He definitely does. But he's keeping it super close to the chest, just like he did with his own personal agendas during Trails in the Sky 2. Eventually we'll figure it out, though. The blonde bimbo is big braiding this. That's the thing about Olivier, right? Or Prince Olivert, I should say. He acts like the fool, but he's certainly not one. Not at all. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Great minds think alike. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. I think he also picked up on the fact that Kevin doesn't want to talk about it. Oliver's character actually reminds me of Chip from Guilty Gear, where he acts like this super weeby ninja dude who's always just goofing around. But dude is also like the president of his own kingdom. and he somehow was able to unite all the South African tribes together in one fell swoop to make his kingdom. Bro is much smarter than he lets on to be. And he definitely uses that to his advantage whenever he's facing an opponent that underestimates him. He also has one hell of a cross-up. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. Chip did indeed make Japan 2.0 in Africa. He seems like the funny ninja dude, but yeah, he's got a big brain. And I think he was originally trying to become the president of the United States too, but that kind of changed. Yo, what's up, Tinkerlin? Welcome. Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them. But until then, we don't have enough to work with. Right. Next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of him. So that about wraps things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4, and if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough. Kevin? Oh shit. What's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add?
No. It's just that I'm not feeling very well. So I'm going to sit the next plane out.
What?
I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone. But please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble. But as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Riaz? Wait a sec.
Are you not gonna go after her? Sorry. I'll be back in a minute.
Riaz! Wait a sec!
What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, probably wasn't fun to have to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and over again. I should have noticed earlier. Really, I've been pretty insensitive. Please, forgive me.
When are you going to stop acting?
Huh?
It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since.
Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Yay, trauma bonding for the win.
Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad.
You know, I didn't mean it like that, Riaz.
But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you, how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really happy more than anything.
Riaz,
You do know that... Except, it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you, and you won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone. But on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions, so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me.
Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it, and when I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that one either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was.
Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read. For me, at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of the Swarsritter, always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us, and try to keep us in the dark. No. Maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes, too.
Come on now, you can't seriously.
Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on.
You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired.
What?
I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. Being tired out's only gonna make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're gonna be working together from now on, so... Enough. Huh? Ah! 1 million damage! Straight to the face!
Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So...
Kevin? Oh. Hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. Been there before, man. Joshua's kind of the perfect character to show up in this exact moment. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Grausritter. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the Church deems most unforgivable, almost single-handedly. I figured you knew your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Weissman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow. Now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance she might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out what Weissman and you were up to. And where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. And yet all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why's that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Weissman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Ah, sweet adios. Now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you was a perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not the slightest. It really is just as well as you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Riaz is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me. You know, well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you've got my back. Right back at ya. Well, now we have the two most OP people on the party. Shit. Ooh. We still need Vander to level him up. Actually, no, wait. Redo. We definitely need you, and you, probably, for some of the doors. Alright. And that scene is the kind of thing that really sets something like Trails in the Sky apart from other JRPGs, at least in my mind. Where they allow the characters to just call each other out for their bullshit, you know? I oftentimes wish that Persona had these more in-depth conversations. That would probably make me gravitate towards them much more than I currently do. Like, P5 would have been one of the perfect scenarios to do something like this. Or, like, say, in Persona 4, there's a particular social link that has to do with grief and coping with loss, where they almost get to something like this. And that is, like, one of the better social links in that game. So, if we had more stuff like that for other JRPGs too, I think it would really go a long way. Exactly, conversations that feel real. That has always been something that I think Trails of the Sky has excelled at, especially with the way dialogue is written as well, where it feels quite natural to voice, because if you know the character well enough, or even if you don't know the character, you can infer a lot of things about the way that they say things to others, which is really hard to do over text. Like, it's kind of impossible to get sarcasm through in a YouTube comment sometimes, but we don't really struggle with that here because we know of the character and have some context behind it, so we can figure out more things about them and what lies beneath. Reading in between the lines, you know? Which is why we have known for quite a while that Kevin has had other things on his mind at all times. And he's very clearly a much more complex character than he wants to be seen as, in almost a very similar way to Olivier over here, Prince Olivert, who acts the fool but is super smart behind that drunken, borrowed guise. And I think it's just really smart that we have him basically figuring things out and almost calling out Kevin. Well, no, actually not almost. He straight up called out Kevin for some of his bullshit. And he knew that he couldn't push any further, so he decided to leave it be for now. He'll probably bring it up later on once we have more evidence. And Joshua also being the character to come in after that vulnerable moment between Riaz and Kevin makes so much sense considering Joshua's whole thing with Estelle and the things that he's had to go through. A character that tried to push somebody dear to them away from them, kept everybody else at arm's length because they had some secret that they had to keep hidden from all of them to maybe keep them safe or for some other agenda. You never know when it comes to Kevin. They're such fun characters to really dissect, to learn about. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm so motivated to come back to play Trails in the Sky every single week. It's also the fact that I only play like once a week too, so it doesn't become too boring. But I just want to see where these characters go, man. Especially in future installments when we have another main cast of characters that we're gonna have to deal with, and maybe somehow their stories will connect with this story, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Two guys with dark pasts having each other's backs for their mutual own interests and fun dynamic. Exactly. Yeah, perfect. Perfect writing. Parallel story arcs, right? Parallel character arcs. Of course these two would be able to figure something out with each other. Some sort of deal. I wonder if Riaz is actually over here too. Characters all feel like they have a past and a future outside of the games. For sure. They feel like they actually exist. I don't think we're gonna see Riaz. I guess she's just chilling wherever we're not. We're in the doghouse now, boys. Oh, no, there she is.
Are you feeling alright, Riaz? I can go and get you some medicine if it would help. You big dummy. She's not sick. She's angry. Huh? Come on, read between the lines. That phony priest obviously said something to make her mad, and this is the result. You're better off leaving her alone for now. But...
Oh, Dita, she's trying her best.
Riaz had a fight with you, Kevin? So that's why she looks so down. Isn't there anything we can do to make her feel better?
Ah, give me a break, Adios. As if I didn't feel guilty enough already. No. Ah, Tina, no.
What are you doing here? Just leave her to us and get on with exploring. You're just gonna make things worse by hanging around here.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Let me go talk to her.
If you want to keep lying to yourself, Kevin, then go right ahead. If that's what makes you happy, I won't stop you. But, as long as you keep doing so, I don't want to talk to you.
Sheesh. Leave me alone. Damn, she was really bad this time. Oh no, Tina. So that's why she looks so down. No.
Honestly, I have no idea what you said to her, but you're obviously the one in the wrong here. I hope you have a good long think about what you did wrong while you were out there.
My bad, bro. Ooh. Yikers. Why do I need to keep all this secret, though? What is my agenda? Ria's so mad, even bread can't fix it? Damn. You know it's bad when that's the case.
It's disturbing to think that we are literally fighting fiends taken from the church's texts. Then again, our enemies are capable of making a replica of an entire city. I suppose summoning mirrors and tanks are child's play to them.
It's nice that it's real, I suppose, but is being on the gateway of hell really the time for this? Probably. Considering the fact that without doing something like this, I don't think Kevin would ever open up about what he knows and what he's trying to do, which is likely going to be super crucial to everyone's survival and getting out of here alive. Like, would Kevin sacrifice everyone if that meant he got to achieve whatever he was trying to do? Like, what if in the future he had some sort of choice where he has to leave everybody else in the party to die here, but it would bring Rufina back to life? Maybe. You never know. And also, hello, Azaleos. Welcome. She probably trusts Kevin's strength, if nothing else right now. Kevin has proven himself in the field. Like, I don't think anybody's worried about him. And he does a shit ton of damage with his arts too, so... To be fair, if you're at the gateway to hell and you know your leader is hiding crucial info, would you trust them? That's a good point, right? Like, there's something that you're not telling us. I don't want to dive into hell if I don't know every single thing that I'm about to get into, right? I mean, some things you're not gonna know, but Kevin clearly does.
It has always felt like we were being somehow protected when we were in this garden, as opposed to anywhere else in Phantasma. So I can certainly believe the idea that it may be connected to that ghost.
It's seeming more and more like we were all drawn in here at the same time. Which is a relief in some ways. If that pitiful thing had been left in the outside world without me to watch it, I shudder to think what would have happened. I'd come to his defense, but no, I can't blame you. Truly, I am offended. At the very worst, I would have thrown a luxurious banquet for all to enjoy. He's too kind, remember? Kind. There are so many ways that can go. Being too kind is... You're so kind that you would sacrifice all of your friends, quote unquote, in order to save somebody that you had lost a long time ago. I don't know why I did this, I just clicked the button. But I mean, Kevin, the way that he currently is now, clearly is not the same Kevin that we met during those flashbacks here. Shit went down, but he went insane. Is there anything I would want? Not currently, no. I think as we are still fine. Yes, alright. It's resin. You do have 2 slots for something. You got defense, you got HP, EP cut, mutant move. Putting attack on you would kind of cancel out your defense. I don't know if that'd be worth it. You're also not much of a caster. I could put the hit 4 on you. At least give that a place to go. Can't seem to put any more earth on here. Well, I mean, we already have one of the defenses and one of the mutes. Is there a different kind of earth stuff that I can put on? Quartz. No. What would go well with you? I could probably give you an action. Action 3 would be nice. A death blow could be kind of funny. Confuzzle. Yeah, I'll give you an action 3. The water to the left in the garden can heal you and restore CP, but takes time to recharge. Good to use whenever you come back to the garden. I think we did that earlier on in the playthrough, and I've never come back to do that ever since. Thank you very much for the reminder. Alright. Olivier, you are set up as a pseudo caster, attacker, man, hacker dude. I should probably give you a cast. Time. Cast 2. You do have a hit 3 on you, so it should be fine. Put this on. Alright. Let's go. What exactly happened to Rafina? Whoa! Hot tamales. Alright, yeah. The moon doors. That's Tita. That's Shira. The darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. I still can't think of who this is. Guardian of the royal family. Those who do not prove themselves in battle. Princess. The man who talks with his fist, that's Zin. We have star door number 4 we can do. Going to be the girl who loves to fish. We still don't have Estelle. Bring to me the fist of steel, which nothing in this world can move. So, Sun Door 3 and Star Door 4.
Alright. Pretty sure. Star door number 4 is so funny. I think the star doors are the ones that don't take as much time, yeah? It's the sun doors that are gonna be the super long ones, I think. Honestly, I still might want to save that all for next time, though. I've only got 10 minutes left. What happened indeed? Seems quite core to what's causing the rip between Rias and Kevin. I mean, the further down we go, the more memories we unlock, so... Ooh, that's right. Support. Get in here. There we go. Stars are short, sun are mini-games, and moon are long. Oh. Oh, that's right. Wait. Bring to me the girl who loves to fish. Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to do a fishing mini-game. Ah. Please don't tell me it's a timing-based one. Anything but that. But hey, yeah. At least the turret section in Sun War 1 was kind of fun. You love trails fishing, right? Yeah! I love fishing in trails. It's so fun. Anyways, thank you for joining me. But I think that's where I'm gonna wrap things up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys next week for some more trails in the sky. And hopefully no fishing. No fishing yet. We still haven't gotten Estelle, so thank goodness we'll put that off for future Zero to deal with. Later, dudes. Bye-bye.